What are we fighting for? There are many issues that we are fighting for, all Singaporeans like you and I. And I'm going to share with you 4 major issues that we will stand up for all Singaporeans on your part. First thing is, the SDA promises to challenge the PAP government and press it to implement policies that will benefit Singaporeans. That is our first promise. These are our policy proposals that I'm going to be sharing with you that are targeted at helping Singaporeans at different stages in their lives so that we can all live with dignity and enjoy personal prosperity. These policies that I'm going to share with you are crafted with this staunch belief in mind that Singapore is for all Singaporeans and not just for the elite. I repeat the key point that Singapore is for all Singaporeans like you and me and not just for the elite. So what are we fighting for? First of all, we are going to fight to address the burden of the high cost of living by reducing GST and cutting spending on extravagant public projects. That's the first thing that we're going to fight for. Think about this. The GST, the goods and services tax, today stands at 7%. The PAP-led government of the past has seen it fit to increase GST, and it is saying that they will keep doing that in the coming years. Now, such a move in the coming years will totally destroy the lower income to middle income Singaporeans who are already grappling with the economic impact of COVID-19 pandemic. You and I know this impact very, very strongly on our families. So the SDA proposes in reducing GST to 3% for basic items such as food, common household goods, and other essential items. Yes, you heard me right. We want to reduce it down to just 3% GST for these basic items. Number 2, we also propose a progressive GST taxation system of between 3% to 15%, where basic goods are taxed the least and luxury goods are taxed at the highest amount. Now, yes, the PAP-led government of the past has also seen it fit to splash billions of dollars of our taxpayers' money on extravagant public projects. To name a few of them, think of these lavish projects. The upcoming Founders Memorial, for one. Think of the Changi Jewel for the other example. Or think of the Ng Teng Fong General Hospital. A lot of people say extravagant spending on these kind of projects. While I will say the development of new infrastructure is necessary. Yes, it is necessary. The important thing is that expenditure must be exercised with prudence, especially when the long-term maintenance costs are also taken into account. And this is not being done because there is no accountability or no accountability partners like us, the alternative parties in government or in parliament, to question them when they do these kind of spendings. So the SDA hopes you will vote for us in this general election because we propose a more stringent set of checks prior to the approval of expenditure on vain-glorious, totally vanity-oriented, glorious mega projects, and to channel these savings, the savings that we get by yielding lesser on these projects, the savings that we yield to developing the most important resource, our people, you and me. That is the first thing that we will raise for you and that we are fighting for. Secondly, we want to tackle social inequality by giving the disadvantaged Singaporeans like you and I a shot at success. Let's not forget, our people are our greatest resource. I repeat that. We, the Singaporeans, you and I, are our greatest resources. At present, Singaporean youth from disadvantaged families, they struggle to even reach the starting line of the level playing field. The odds are stacked against them, and a vast majority are trapped in this vicious cycle of poverty and struggle. Now, the SDA proposes that an extra 1 to 5% of the government's annual net returns on investment. That is 1 to 5% of the government's annual net returns on investment. We propose that be channeled towards helping youth from disadvantaged families. To put things in perspective, in a broader perspective, did you know that the government's returns on investments, they totaled 17 billion last year? Did you know this year they are projected to hit 18.6 billion? A lot of money. 1% to just 5% to be taken out from this, because a fraction of this, a little fraction of this would go a long way in helping over 100,000 disadvantaged Singaporean families to break free from this poverty cycle. We are a first world country. We have to think of all Singaporeans. 100,000 disadvantaged families, my dear friends, are today facing this cycle of poverty, and we need to help to break them free from this. The youth especially have a chance to achieve success when given the right tools, the right environment, and we need to give this to them. Think about the right tools and environment in terms of modern technological and equipment. Number 2, maybe conducive after school care in dedicated centers near homes of these Singaporeans. Maybe number 3, caregiver tutors who will not only teach but motivate and tutor them so they can rise up among the rest of us Singaporeans. Now think about it. Did you know that the national budget spending on education, health and social protection, just compared to maybe 2 countries, you will see something very shocking. In Thailand, for example, and even in another country like South Korea, did you know that 50% of the national budget is spent on education, health and social protection? But here in Singapore, we are spending less than 40%. If I am not mistaken, figure stands at only 39% on education, health and social protection. And this is what we here at SDA are fighting for all of you. That is why we need your support on this election day. Please vote for SDA so we can fight for these 2 issues. And I'm going to cover another 2 very important issues shortly. So join us again. But before that, remember to share this with all your friends. Forward it on your WhatsApp channels. Click on the forward button on the YouTube channels, in Facebook, in all other social media, because we do not have the $1 million salaries to boost, post and promote these videos to everyone. We need each and every one of you to be our ambassadors, to be our goodwill ambassadors, and share these messages with all Singaporeans to make our life better, better and better. See you in a while. Thank you.